let's see. Say hello. And put on the coordinates. Let's look at the game info. It is a negative Komi. Oh, my opponent is an 11Q plus. Here, let's start with the 3-4 stone. He starts with the 3-4 stone. And play a 4-4 here. It's had some funny games recently. Yeah, let's try approaching this stone and maybe build a Kobayashi structure here. He allows it. The dreaded Kobayashi. Ah, he does the close approach. Yeah, in the old days they would always approach from further away, because this stone is supposed to be troublesome. I could just do a normal Joseki and take the corner and still have something here. I think in the spirit of the Kobayashi, you're supposed to pincer the stone and start a fight over here and try and utilize this stone. But I'll just take the profit. Anyway, as I was starting to say, I had some funny games recently, and so I'm going to try and play a little bit slower this time. Like the games went too fast. I did win them, but there are a couple of them that I was just really losing, and then my opponent resigned. It happened twice. My opponent would resign just like a few moves away from counting. I don't understand it. Okay, I think this is a normal Joseki, and then I can like pincer this stone. I'm not sure what distance I want to pincer from, so I'll take a, then I can maybe lean on here and then jump up. Can I get away with pushing again? What if he plays here? I play here. Or here. I mean, I'm connected over here at least. Okay, he wants to do that. Sane once. Ah, so now he's poking at these cuts here. Yeah, I'm not going to live underneath there. He can connect his stones up. I will let him do that. I'll just try and be on top here. In the spirit of staying on top here, I guess I will Atari this stone. Anyway, in those games that I was losing, and then my opponents resigned, I was just playing too fast. I was playing too fast in all of them, so I wasn't playing very well. Connect. Do I want to connect? If he cuts here and then cuts here, I'm not actually short of liberties. If he cuts here, where is that stone going? Let's see if I've got a bigger move here on the board. Probably enclosing this corner is big. Enclosure plus extension. Okay, and he's got a nice little area on this side. So I can finish the corner. I can try and tie my corner together with this stone here. I can jump out over here and try and strengthen this group. Yeah, I don't know. So many opportunities. If I ignore this stone, he'll play a stone over here, I guess, right? But I can kick it. If he throws in, I can surround it. Yeah, let's try and build over here. Yeah, I thought he might do that. So I can pincer this stone, and then when he jumps out, I can run with this stone. Could cap this stone, see if he comes in here, but not sure. Not sure at all. Ah, he just makes a solid shape there. I'm jumping out over here and then connecting back this way. Let's see, it's not quite connected, but I can start making an effort to connect. Ah, is he going to fight me? He is going to fight me. Okay, well, I can come out some more. And then cap these stones. And while I'm doing that, my corner is getting surrounded. Honey here. It is a threat, Atari and kill. So I can jump out. Extend here. So it looks like I'm alive with this group. Destroyed a lot of my potential in this area, didn't I? Playing too fast. Well, you see your opponents respond instantly. It's hard for me to keep a measured pace. Yeah, now he plays that move. Very good timing by my opponent. Okay, I can Atari these stones here. Okay, this is starting to look like some kind of life or death fight, right? I mean, these stones I can turn here, I can Atari here. Let's Atari here first. I mean, he's got lots of liberties, but no eyes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. After I turn, he connects. He will have 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A lot of liberties. But I don't know. This group has a lot of liberties too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I go here, and okay, so the problem is that these stones need to connect up. If I go here, he will cut. And if I connect, he will Atari and take. If I turn here first, and turn here to connect these stones up to these. So this is not a threat here. Let's poke at the eye shape. Oh, maybe the turn here is a threat. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Well, I can push once more because I'll be threatening to connect and he'll want to stop that. Then I can, he's got 1, 2, 3 liberties there. If I extend and he pushes and I connect, I will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 liberties. And he will still just have 3. This group, although when he connects, he'll get a bunch more. Go here. But if I go here, and he takes away these last liberties, I'll have to connect anyway. So let's connect. Yeah, so is he threatening to cut here? Oh, he found something. That is like a double Atari. It's an Atari on these stones. It's an Atari and kill. It's an Atari here. And if I connect here, these guys die. Let's see if I can escape with these stones. Now these stones are in trouble. The Atari here, though. Ooh, everywhere I go, Ataris. Wow, that was lucky. A lucky break for me. So I traded these stones for these. Well, again, I got to playing too fast there. Okay, if he Ataris me here, I can take, and I'm alive. So let's go back and fix the corner here. Now, jump out on this side. Aha, okay, he goes for the corner. Let's see how he does in creating a living shape there. It's not off to a great start. Let's turn here. On here. Maybe I have to create a living shape on the outside. So, but if I just go here, can he make a living shape in there? He goes here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I go here and he plays here and I play here, I can Hane here, he blocks, and then what this shape is one of those dead shapes I could play here. So we start here. Okay, that makes it simpler. If I go here, I'm threatening to take those 2 stones. What is he going to do about it? That was not a good answer. So I guess I'm doing okay in this game in spite of my mistakes. But I really would like to play better. Yeah, so he had to connect solidly. And I can go here, here. What's the best move? Just make this dead shape in the corner here, right? I go here first. Yeah, I go here first. He plays here or here. I have to connect and make a dead shape. But yeah, it's dead as it stands. So what now? I could try to connect underneath here. Yeah, let's just make a little more eye space for myself. It'll be nice if I'm separately alive out here, and I won't have to and I won't have to kill these stones. They'll just be dead as they stand. Okay, so I'm alive there. Right? I hear. Is this something he can disconnect here? He plays there. Atari. Yeah, let's poke there, and then this will give me a solid connection here, right? He wedges. Atari. Now it's now it's connected anyway. Yeah, he got that stone. Okay, so let's take the top again. And just connect up. Yeah, so that was good. Can I split that stone off? It's kind of a double peep there, peeping this connection and that connection. Okay, I will let him play some moves here. I'll take the side here, right? In exchange for reducing him here. I go here, he will cut. Can I clamp? Yeah, I'll protect this at the 4th line here. And yeah, maybe I can step up to the 5th line here. And then I will just stay connected here. Yeah, he got a pretty good deal here. I play this stone. Feels like something here ought to live or connect back somehow. Okay, we connect. So a stone out here so he doesn't make any territory would be good. Securing my eyes. Okay, that is Sente for me. Where's the big move? I can block him here. Can Hane here. Tari here. Hane here at the 2nd line. Okay, he's threatening to cut this guy off. Here, let's make a bamboo joint. So Hane here, he just cuts it off. Can push, he'll connect, or push here, he'll connect. This is a little short of liberties. When I push and connect, it's down to 1, 2, 3 liberties. If I had a stone here, he'll just connect there. If I had a stone here, he played down, and I push and connect, he's still got 3 liberties. Okay, I guess playing on the second line here is big. He got this whole side, but it's not super high. He never took those two stones. Let's take them back. Okay, I go here, he blocks, I connect, he connects. I guess this is Sente. And if he pushes here, I have to connect, so he has a Sente move. Here. And here, so threaten this stone. If I go here, okay, I have to go here. If I go here and he extends, I could take. Yeah. Like I said, I have to fix that. Now let's be careful here. I go here. He's got this cut and I connect, or this cut and I connect. I mean, he can get a stone inside and run it out, maybe. Okay, he's surrounding this. He never protected these two stones. I will take them. Let's connect. Tari. Okay, so. Oh, this is what I've been doing. See, I left this behind. Just playing instantly there, I just left that behind. Okay, he's about to cut these off. I guess it's bigger. It's 4 stones. 8 points. He takes here. Yeah, fortunately he's not thinking either. It's the only thing that saves me. So even when I vow to be careful, I don't succeed. Extend, connect, connect. That's Gote. Are these cuts worth anything? I think we're actually pretty close to the end. I guess drawing a line here. Okay, let's do that. Drawing a line here so we can't creep in further. Makes sense. Connecting here, I don't know if that gains any points. When he plays here, I connect here. If he takes this stone, it's like a ko. So let's eliminate the ko. I don't know if that's strictly necessary. Maybe if I was feeling this was a close game, I would be more inclined to... okay, I'm going to have to fill that in eventually. I might as well do it now before I get distracted. When he takes the last liberty there, that would be an Atari, and I would have to fill it in. Okay, he played here. Let's take those 2 stones. Played there. I have to fill in. So can we count this area? Say 3, 6, 8, 3, 6, 9, 10, 13, 16, 19, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 60 points there. 7, 6, 8, 9, 80, 70, 72, 74, 76, 78, 80. Okay, so he's got 80 points. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 2. So that's 14, 15, 16. Maybe it's not so. He has Comey too. Oh, it's reverse Comey because he's the higher rated player. Yeah, 14 times 3, that's 50 points there. I think I'm in pretty good shape here. So I'm about ready to pass. He passed. Okay, I will agree with that. And take a look at that. Those are dead. Okay, this is really a dame point, and so is that and that. Okay, I think he clicked done. I'm going to click done, see what the damage is. 25 points, so I was leading. Okay, it felt like a comfortable lead, but then when I counted his points, I got to worry. Say thanks for the game. And I wonder what that was. There was some kind of, oops, main room, messages. Oh, some kind of weird message. Anyway. Yeah, I guess it was good. I guess that winning that corner, plus all this territory gave me on the side. And you see a big area like this, it's hard to not feel confident you're winning. But then on the other hand, he got an entire side here. It's a lot of points. But more for me. Well, we'll check this out with Katago and see if those mistakes that should have cost me the game were as serious as they looked. And I'll see you then. Bye. Okay, I looked at the game with Katago, and here's the result graph. The line near the bottom is good for me. It starts at 50%, and I get the advantage here. And then there's this fight in the middle where I make some mistakes, and then I take over after that when my opponent makes some mistakes. So we'll go over this section here in a little more detail and also talk about some of the stuff that's happening in the opening. The first interesting point I thought in the opening was right here. So up till this point, nothing really has gone wrong. And there's nothing wrong with my opponent's move either. And I just approached. So that all looks like a normal sequence to me. I just thought it was funny that the computer right here, Katago, was recommending that I come in between these stones. Normally I think a move like this as something for the end game. But it has this very interesting idea in mind. There's this big trade that results. So I jump out here. It looks like I'm trying to make a big corner, or maybe I'm putting some pressure on this stone. But actually, what's happening is this. White invades my corner now, and I'm trading my corner for the side. The way this is, best play for both sides. According to the computer, I can connect up like this, and white cuts. I just left off here. It looks like the fight over here is going to continue, but it seems like I've stolen the side from my opponent and he's stolen the corner from me, and I'm not sure what the fate of these stones over here is. He's got a solid corner. These stones are probably well, it's my turn here. I guess I was thinking I would probably turn and pressure the stone, but then these stones would be in a bit of trouble, so I probably want to save them too. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how I'd play from here, but I just thought that was interesting. So anyway, yeah, I did not play there. I just did a normal approach, and let's continue on. The next point I checked here was, oh yeah, he pincered my stone, and I did the lean, and then right here, after he responded to this attachment, I really was thinking about this move, and Katago likes that move best, so that was a good idea. I decided eventually in the game to extend a little bit before playing up there. I did eventually get that move in, and so this is this is fair for me. I mean, you can see the result is still even, but it's starting to look good for me. Um, let's continue. So here's the next interesting point. When he played here, I was a little worried about the pressure he was putting on this stone, but I wasn't ready to just jump out right away and let him run. I thought I should, maybe he might make a base there, so I thought I should put pressure on him first, like with a move like that. Katago really likes this move over here instead, and I played this out for a little bit. I left this cut here. It thinks white should take that. It recommends that move at various places, and then white should grab the stone and I should fix my connection over here. So got a very solid shape here, and I'm connected up to the side. So this looks like that's pretty good. What's interesting to me is that Katago leaves these two stones alone. Doesn't want either of us to play there. It thinks this is the hotter spot in the position. Okay, but I did pressure that stone. He made an iron pillar there, and then I started jumping out because I don't like to leave my stones behind enemy lines. And we get into this situation here where white slowly gets into trouble as he runs these stones out, because they really have nowhere to go. If you look in every direction, there's black stones. And I wasn't worried too much about it. I was using the pressure on these stones to jump out to the side. I wanted to make sure that I had a living group here. And so I wasn't really trying to kill his stones at this point. I wasn't thinking about it. But well, this Hane here was kind of threatening. He moved. And then, but I still was just playing that Hane so that I could follow up over here. That was the game move. Katago would already play here, and it says I'm just winning at this point. I've captured these stones, and I've got a lot of influence on the outside. And yeah, looks really strong for me. So yeah, I wasn't thinking about killing those stones yet. I was thinking about making my group stronger, and so still good for me, but not as strong as it could have been. And we're starting to get into that area where things get complicated. So let's start right here. At this point, I had decided the best way to deal with this group was to kill it, because otherwise these stones inside are going to come after my stones. And I might be in trouble. These two stones might get cut off. He might live here, and I might have trouble. Well, he's disconnected these two stones from this group, so this whole group might get into trouble if I'm not careful. So I think it's become a do or die situation. And I started with this Hane. I figured this was a free move, and then I played up here to kill. But Katago doesn't like the Hane, and based on some of the other variations, I agree with it now. I guess the moral is when you're trying to kill, you should try and make sure your shape is as strong as possible. So just the straight extension, so there's no cut there, is a much stronger move than what I played. Anyway, I played the Hane, and then I played the turn, and then here he should cut right away. And this is still... you can see it went back to about even there, so that was a big mistake by me, not making a stronger shape here. But he didn't cut there. He played instead. He played here, going after these two stones. And fortunately for me, he can't kill them. Although if he had played here, this looks to be better for him than what he did. I can connect here. He didn't want to let me connect, so I guess he didn't play that. But he can still attack these stones, and I can still attack these stones, and I guess it's a fight here. It's only slightly in my favor, so that's still a good chance for my opponent. But instead he connected here, and now it's starting to look pretty good for me. Let's see, I extended here, so I'm connecting at my stones. He extended. And then here I make a mistake. If I just extend here, this is a big win for me now. He's cut off, and he can't even save these stones. So that was pretty straightforward. I was thinking that I needed to take away his eye space, and I was thinking that I was connected over here, because when he pushes, I will go here, but then he can cut here. Yeah, I just was not clearly seeing this situation over here. So I really do need to connect there. Uh, and let's see, he played, where did he play? He played here. Oh yeah, I know. I pushed there to force him to connect. Yeah, that was, once again, I should have played over here to stay connected on this side. Um, and now I play here. But at this point, yeah, I guess it's right here. Where did he play? He pushed. Yeah, and I connected. Um, Instead of that, he could have cut. And I looked at this for a ways, because this actually turns into a winning variation for my opponent. So this is the way for him to turn around this fight. He cuts here now, and that's why I shouldn't have left this cutting point behind. I'll Atari that stone, it runs out. Can Hane here. He can go after these stones. This is similar to what happened in the game. End up losing these. Push here. He blocks. Go here. He gets a move in here, and then he takes these stones. And I cut these stones off. And let's see, he went here, or he should go here. I should go here, take these stones. And now it's white's move, and the computer's giving this move at B16 is the best reply, but response, the best next move. Or white could just play here at R5. This is also still good for white. So white is winning in this case. And it's because this group I got, although I did kill it, it was not enough. I gave up this group over here. I'm not yet connected over here, so I still owe a couple moves. This is kind of similar to what happened in the game, but the game variation was just a little more favorable for me. Let's see. So in the game, instead of cutting, he went here. I connected, and once again he should cut, but he played here. And let's just follow this through a little bit. And let's see, I extended. And he could have cut this way. Oh, that's what happened, yeah. So he should have tried to come out here, use the weakness of these stones again. Let's see, I extend. This is similar to the last variation we saw. I'm going to capture these stones, and he's going to capture something down here. And but this is a variation that's actually a little more in my favor. So I guess it's because I've gotten this connection in, and also he hasn't gotten the Sente move in up here. So that's the swing. And in the game, what he played in the game was even worse than that. He played here, and I cut. And I cut right away, almost instinctively, without thinking about it. And then after I cut, I said, oh no, what if he Ataris me here? But the answer is, if he Ataris me here, I take, because my cut placed these stones in Atari. So yeah, I was not paying enough attention to what was going on in the game at this point. Well, it's easy to get confused in a big fight, but you really need to see everything that's going on. Yeah, so this is a good cut, and this is giving me a winning advantage at this point. And then he took here, which was his best response. But still, at this point, you can see it's a winning game for me. I think I have like a 15-point lead or something like that. I play here to surround, and then the game kind of goes downhill for my opponent after this. We can look at a couple of points here. He could have done better in the corner with a move like this, getting close to a living shape. Actually, after this move, and I play this was the correct move, and it kills the corner. There's just no way for white to live in there after that. So he wasted some moves trying to live, and then played away. Let's see. So right here, and so here's the point of my biggest lead in the game. And if I had just protected this cut, which is still an issue here, although it's not as big an issue as before, but still it's a cut that's also an Atari, so it's a good move for white. He'll just gain a lot more territory over here. So if I just secure that cut, I have all this huge area here, and I've killed the corner. This is and I have this corner, so this is all very good for me. And 35 points is the estimated advantage at that point. whereas I ended up winning by about 15 points in the same using the same scoring evaluation. So yeah, I tried to attach underneath like this, which is okay, but I can't actually connect, and so it didn't really gain me very much. And eventually I killed there. Let's just go forward. There's not much more I wanted to look at. I just thought this was interesting. And just a few points where I got lazy here near the end, or just playing too fast or not looking. So he played here and I didn't connect. I really should have connected. Uh, and I played away. So the connection here is good. What's interesting is the Katago actually likes this move slightly better. So I guess the influence I get in the corner. Well, this is kind of a senti move. He can't afford to let that go, and then I'll have time to come back and connect. Anyway, I didn't play either of those. I played elsewhere on the board. And let's see, there's another moment like that here where actually, this Hane here was a mistake. This is kind of a neat trick that white has here. He can cut. I can take. Usually this is okay because there's no Atari on these stops. But what white can do is start making ko threats. White has created a ko here, and I'll respond to the threat. And then he can take here. So we can break into the corner using ko threats. So I just thought that was pretty interesting. So the best move for me here was actually not to allow the ko, but just to extend. But let's see. But I played the Hane, and then he just connected. And now, of course, I should connect. And that was just a crazy mistake to not connect immediately. And actually, I don't play that for quite a few moves. Yeah, there, I finally played it there. A few moves. It wasn't quite a few, just a couple moves. But still, I should not have left that behind. And then, yeah, I think that was it. That was the last thing I wanted to point out in the game. So, yeah, it says black by 25, but actually, is if you give white normal Comey instead of giving me reverse Comey, it's black by about 15. So I end up winning by about 15 points. So I gave back quite a few points from the peak, but I never really gave up the game except for that fight in the middle when he had some chances. Anyway, pretty interesting game. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.